Should you buy something with financing? Now, by financing, I mean instead of paying for your product all at once, you pay by installments for a specific period of time. How good is this option for you? Should you do it, or is it just a trap? In this video, I'll be talking about all of this, including my own experience with financing. So make sure to watch this video till the end, and of course, subscribe to my YouTube channel and like and follow to my Facebook page will be highly appreciated. Now let's get down to the real talk. Before answering the question whether you should do financing or EMI or installments or not, let's talk briefly about what it is actually and how it actually works. Now, in terms of financing, you can actually finance for various products, assets, or even businesses. But in these videos, we are going to focus on only buying products. Imagine you went to the grocery store, you saw an apple, you really want to buy the apple is worth $1. Now, you do not have the dollar, or maybe you do have the dollar, but you do not want to spend it for that apple at that very moment. You want to invest it in somewhere else instead, but you also really need the apple. Now, at that time, a random guy approaches you and tells you, okay, I will give you a loan of $1 with which you can buy your apple right now, and he gives you a very specific time in which you have to return the loan. Yes, in simple terms, financing is kind of a loan. It can be given through a bank or a financing company or financing provider, which you may call. Sometimes retail companies or some stores have their in-house financing opportunities as well. Now that you have some idea about what all this installment fuss is about and how it actually works, let's talk about some types of financing you can get. Firstly, monthly financing. Now, in monthly financing, if you buy $1,000 worth of product, you can split the bill in monthly installments and pay a specific amount every month. Then comes 3 months, 6 months financing. Same as monthly financing. In here, instead of paying monthly, you split the bill or cost of your product and pay a specific amount within every 3 month or 6 month. Then comes fixed time financing with no pay or no monthly pay. This one is a bit different. In this financing system, you are given a specific amount time. It can be 1 year or more or less, in which time you have to pay the full amount of your purchased product. There's no monthly payment, no 6 month, no 3 month. Just within that specific time you're given, you just have to pay the entire amount, and that's it. Now, there might be some other types of financing as well, but these are the types of financing that I have seen with my own eyes so far. Keep in mind that sometimes you might need to pay some upfront amount when you're buying your product, because depending on your financial situation, your annual income, your banking situation, and a lot of other factors, and also the product that you're buying, you may not be able to get the entire amount of the product financed. You might need to pay a partial amount of the product upfront when you buy it, and the rest of the amount or the remaining amount will be financed with any of the type of financing. Another thing to keep in mind is financing mostly comes with an interest rate, which means if you're buying $1,000 worth product and financing it and the interest rate is 10%, that means at the end, when you're done by paying it all, you'll not be paying $1,000, you'll be paying $1,100. So $100 will be extra or interest. Keep that in mind. Okay, now let's talk about the requirements for financing, or what are the things that you'll need in order to get financed. Now, firstly, you will need some legal documents like passport or driver's license, things like that. But at the end, it actually depends on the country that you live in or the region that you live in, and the provider that's providing the financing for you, or the bank, that what exactly are the things or the documents that you will need to provide in order to get the financing. I live in Regina, Canada. Now here I can get myself financed with my credit score and annual income. Now my credit score depends on my credit card usage, my payment history. The higher my score is, the better chances I have myself getting financed. I'll make a separate video in the future about credit cards, how it works, how you should use it, and how credit score works, how to keep your credit score at a good level. So stay tuned for that. So there are a couple of things that you should look out for when you get yourself financed. The first thing is the interest rate. How much is it? And if there is none, then it's even better. The second thing is the overall time to pay off your due or debt. I mean, no matter which type of financing you take, you will always have a specific amount of time to pay off your entire loan or the entire bill you have due. After you have gotten yourself financed, the next thing for you to look for is making sure that you pay correctly and timely. Failing to do so will have severe consequences for you. So make sure you pay correctly and timely. You can ask your financing provider or the company or bank, and they will tell you in detail about the penalties for failing to pay your dues in time. Typically, larger and expensive products or assets like a house or car will have higher times for financing and interest rates compared to a smaller product like an electronic gadget or equipment. So far, I have taken 2 products in financing. One is a smartphone for which I pay a specific amount every month, and will be paying this specific amount for 2 years from the date I purchased that product on. Now, I took this financing because when I took the financing overall with my phone plan altogether, I got a very good discount. The second product that I got financing on is a DJI drone. Now in this financing, it's not a monthly financing, it's a bit different one. In this financing, I have 1 year time. Within this 1 year, I have to pay the full amount of the product that I have bought. And if I fail to do that, I will get a heavy interest rate after. I have to pay that interest as well, and it will also affect my credit score very heavily. So I do not plan on failing. Anyways, the reason I bought this DJI drone on financing because I really needed the drone for my cinematography work. Now for the smartphone, the amount is cut every month from my credit card automatically. But for the DJI drone, I have to pay manually through my banking app. Now, if you get a financing where you have to pay manually, then make sure that you pay in time and do not forget. Now, after all these talks, let's talk about the answer to the question, should you finance when you buy something or not? Now, the answer totally depends on your needs and your financial capability. Now, my personal advice would be, before financing something small like an electronic equipment or product, you should have the money or the price of the product ready in your hand. And then if you see that instead of spending it all at once for that particular product, you can invest it somewhere else and grow it more within time, then take the financing, including the fact that the type of financing you're getting, the interest rate, the timing, everything works according to your needs and your capabilities. Also see that by the time you will be done with your financing, like the total time you're given, whatever you buy, you will have close to that amount or total of that amount in your hand. so that over the time when you're paying, you're not only losing and giving away, you're also earning and making the same exact amount back in your hand too. Lastly, only and only go for financing for products or assets that you actually need and which adds more value to your existing assets or your skills or your work, or it helps you to grow more or be more productive, or it gives you something that is actually necessary for you. Unnecessary financing and buying unnecessary products with financing will surely get you in trouble. Also, plan before you buy. Talk to your financing provider about all the options for financing for your desired or specific product that you want, and make sure that after financing or buying the product, you do not become completely broke. You still have money to eat and survive. Now, I am not an expert financial advisor. I only talked about what I have seen or experienced so far. I may have missed something or may not have given complete information on a particular point too. If so, make sure to comment down below. And if you have any questions or anything to say, comment all of them too, and I will surely try to respond as much as I can. That's all for today. Please subscribe to my channel, like and follow my Facebook page. I'll be posting more videos about a wide range of topics and things very soon. Stay tuned for all those, and I'll see you on a next video. Till then, take care.